What's up, tubers? Today I want to share a very exciting and fun outing with you. It's still challenge with the infamous Glock 35 40 Smith Wesson. Before we go into the stages of today's steel challenge, just want to briefly go over the setup. Now this is the used Glock 35 I picked up from my friend. He used to shoot USPSA with this baby. So I put on a mag well, change the magazine release, and change the trigger. Put some skateboard tape to it. Double action. A little bit spongy, but pretty light. 3.5 pound maybe. Very short reset. Look at that reset. Unbelievable. Very short. So I like it. The thing about the trigger, you see the hole here? This hole sometimes come loose, so I put a Loctite for the screw thread, and it has since been very reliable. I like it. So that's the basic setup for steel challenge. Magazine release is not so much a problem. Mag well, not so much. Steel challenge is a very beginner friendly sport that you can just use production out of the box to shoot. But I do recommend you get the 5 magazine, and the reason being, for every stage there is a 5 string that come with 1 round. Okay, so you shoot the same stage 5 times. So that's why every time you just use 1 magazine. That's why I recommend you get 5 magazine, load it up, and after you shoot 1 string, you can just change for the second magazine. Now this is the first stage. Now steel challenge is covered by USPSA, so it has certain specs, distance, the size of the target, and all that. This one is from 7 to 17 yards. The one with red stake, that's the last stop shot. So you cannot shoot this until the very last one. You shoot this one to get out. And you have to ring only once of the steel. You see, these are pretty small plate. So this is how I did. The first time I tried, not so shabby, you know. I have a one above 10 seconds, but I have one that is below 6 seconds. That's pretty sweet. The second try, not so good. I only have 2 that below 10 seconds. 3 of them are out of bound. When I mean out of bound, I mean 10 seconds. For every stage, the maximum time you can shoot is 30 seconds. And most people shoot between 10 to 20 seconds. If you can get below 10 seconds, that's pretty nice, pretty good. I saw a couple of guys yesterday, consistently shooting 5 seconds into 5s. That's really good. Now before we move to the stage 2, you see this? This is the spinner. So that's the other stage last night. But this spinner, man, it's very difficult to get it moving. I think there are only 1 or 2 guys who did it last night. The second stage is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last stop is here. The farthest one, I think, is at 25 yards. I think this one is supposed to be the stop plate, but I messed it up. The target is bigger, you know, compared to some of the ones at stage 1. But interestingly, I didn't do as good. I have a very good 5.2 seconds. That's pretty sweet. But I also have one about 10 seconds. Yeah, so I think I did maybe a little bit better. Second try though, not as good as the first one. I have one penalty that I saw I ran the steel, but I didn't. But for the second try, I remember, you know, this long radius of Glock 35 is making it difficult for me to aim quickly because the radius is very long, so it takes me a longer time to get the sight ready. But that's the honest feedback I have, you guys, you know. Next time I will try my Glock 19X, which has a shorter barrel. But that one is a 9mm. This one is a 40. To see if I can do better. The last stage is the easiest one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the stop plate. Now that guy right there, he is a hot shot. I was behind him and he can consistently ring 5 of them below 3 seconds. That's right. It's like shooting machine gun. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. For this big play, I don't think he aimed at all. And he is shooting a iron sight, not red dot or something like that. Really, really a crazy brother. Crazy good. For me, I did okay, you know. Surprisingly, I missed some big plate. Maybe I'm getting tired, but last one I ended the night with an excellent high note. I got it below 4 seconds. So I was happy. You always like to end the range section with a high note if you can. So Glock 35. Steel challenge is very good sports to get into. Doesn't require a lot of investment. Very practical. Also, you don't have to invest in very expensive, fancy, you know, belt and magazine pouch and all that kind of fancy stuff. This is the first time I shoot steel challenge and I really enjoyed it. Definitely will go back again and maybe try my La Bear, you know, try my Glock 19X and all that. So long.